Good morning. We are Ada Cadillo
Ina Silva.
and we're going to talk about helpful friendship values in My Little Pony. Okay, what we're going to talk about here is the general info about My Little Pony and then the importance of friendship in teenager life. Then elements of harmony as real life values, as well as the lessons that we can apply in real life situations. Also, the common decision about family or friends. Also, the relevant episodes that a teenager can identify with. Also, the valuable messages in the songs that are in the series. And lastly, how this cartoon can improve the life of any teenager when watching this.
Okay, so to start, some briefly general information and introduction of the cartoon. So, My Little Pony, The Friendship is Magic, is a cartoon series that was created by Laura Faust, and with its premiere in 2010. It is the fourth generation of the My Little Pony franchise of the 80s, and it is known to be inspired in the My Little Pony 80s series cartoon. It is focused on friendship, but in a more magical pony world. It is made for little kids, but since it is like family friendly and that, you can watch it with your family, adults, teenagers, every person can watch it. It is, sadly, it ended in 2019 with many specials and 9 seasons. This cartoon series is very remarkable for us, for our generation, as teenagers and adults.
Okay, the characters that are made in these cartoons are about follow the story of Twilight Sparkle that was invited to go to a town, and when she was there, she didn't know anything about friendship, but then she met new ponies, and they start teaching her little things about friendship. So we've also followed the development of the other main characters like Applejack, Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, Rary, Pinkie Pie, and Spike. So all of these main characters represent a friendship value, and they have different personalities, so they complement each other so well. And that's an example of how a good friendship can work and can be formed by. Also, everyone that watches the series can identify with at least one of them because it's supposed to have that you can empathize with these characters.
So, like I already said, the whole focus of the cartoon is friendship. That's why the name is Little Pony, The Friendship is Magic. So we relate friendship to friends, right? And as a teenagers, friends are something very important for us. They help us in a lot of different ways. The first thing is that every teenager needs friends because they can help you with everything. Like, for example, to grow and develop as a person. That's because friends can see all the positive stuff in yourself that you need to maintain in order to be a good person. But all our friends can also see all the negative stuff in yourself that you need to change in order to grow and develop as a better person. Also, since all friends are confident, we tell them our most personal stuff, personal problems, or the things that happen in our life. So they can help us with personal problems by giving us advice, by trying to solve the problem, or just by being at our side to do not face the problem alone. Also, friends fulfill a very special role in our lives. That is the sense to be part of a group. Because everyone, persons, not only teenagers, want to be in a group, want to feel belonging to someone or some groups. And friendship is about having friends that understand you, you have the same taste, you like the same things, you have the same goals maybe. And that's why you need to search good friends that don't use you, that you can rely on them.
The next are the elements of harmony that are known in the series. So these we can say that friendship is magical. So these values, these elements, involves all the values that a good friendship can be formed by. Because honesty is very important when you are talking with friends, and be happy is also important so you can feel comfortable with. Being generosity and loyal and kind with your friends make you a better connection with them.
Okay, so we as teenagers don't see the life as a kid, neither as an adult. So the whole series shows some daily life situations that we as teenagers can live. Like for example, disagreements and forgiveness. So maybe you disagree with your family or your friends, and you get into argue. So you get mad and you distance yourself from them. But it is important to know that you can stay mad to someone forever. You need to learn to forgive other persons, or even to forgive yourself when you did something wrong. You need to forgive, learn to forgive all people. And insecurity that can present in things is not feeling enough for someone, but you need to know that you are enough for yourself. You don't need to be enough for someone. If you don't feel enough for someone, don't be their friend. Like that is not cool, that is toxic. If that friend gives you that insecurity, dispose of that friend actually. Friends, you need to know that you can always count on them. Whether you feel bad, you feel sad, you're having trouble with your life, you need to know that all your friends, you can count on them if they are good friends. Also, another insecurity that can be formed is that your friends have another friends. When you have a friend, it is obviously that that friend will have other friends, but you don't need to feel less than your friends. You need to know that even though they have other friends, they have you as a friend, and you need to feel special about that. Needing help, although you think is not necessary, applies to when, for example, as a team, you have homework. So you want to help your friends with their homework, but when you need help, you don't want them to feel the burden of having to do your homework. So you don't ask for help. But then that homework starts up going more and more, and you need to ask for help. You need to know that if it is a good friend, they will help you the same way you will help them. Also, it is teamwork and family, the last concepts of daily life situations. That you, all your life, you're going to have teamwork. You need to learn how to be a good teammate. And, well, family, as I will talk to you later, applies to friends, because your family can be your friend. So all these examples apply equally to your family, not only your friends.
Okay, so in Mother 40, in all, most of the episode has different messages that I want to give to the public. So at the end of every episode, the main characters emphasize all of the lessons we learned watching the chapter. So some of these lessons are that a teenager could empathize with is the sharing blessings with friends makes you a good and sharing person. Also accept what friends offer, like help, and if it's a positive thing that a friend can offer to you, you can accept it. Also the control of your own behavior when meeting friends or friends you don't like. You don't have to be mean with them, just be respectful and ignore them if you don't like them. The false friends, you have to be very aware of false friends because they can use you and it's very toxic having them. And friends are a source of strength to face your own fears. Having friends can support you to face some difficult circumstances and your own fears. Also, listen to other opinions rather than yours can help you get out of your comfort zone and fly your heartbeats. Also, to share your feelings with a good friend makes you trust on that person. So it's a good friend, so you can share your feelings. You need to be honest with yourself in order to be honest with anyone else. So it is good to give as well as receive. So you need to keep it in balance because you don't have to give too much and you don't have to receive too much. It's a balance. Also, take your time to do all the things you need. You don't have to be overwhelmed. Stop worrying about little things. You don't have to be always stressed about things that they can't affect you and you can't control. You have to be very good about it. So every contribution is important. So every opinion can be little or big, or that can help you. It's very useful and very important. And I think it's important. And the friendship is make you and your friends to smile. Having a happy and smiley friendship relationship, the most of the time is amazing for having friends.
Okay, so a difficult decision one needs to make is family or friends. So it is important to know, embrace the difference, like to know what differentiates the family from friends. Like family, you can choose family over friends because they are the most important, because they grow with you, because they take care of you since you are a child. But it is okay if you choose friends over family because you actually chose your friends, you trust them, you know them. But it is also okay if you don't choose family or friends because you feel you like both groups. So in a nice environment, in a nice family environment, family actually becomes your first friends. Why? Because they teach you the first values of friendship. But it is also that when your environment with your family isn't nice, your friends actually became your family because they're the ones that take care of you, they're the ones that are there for you. And the good thing about both groups is that they make you feel nice, make you feel secure, you have that connection and that trust on them, you can feel special with them. So that's why it is very important to understand them, to share with them, and to care for them because they are irreplaceable.
Now, we're going to talk about some episodes teenagers can identify with and can empathize, and they are the different situations we face or we could face on our teenage life. So the first episode series I thought about is Appleback season. That is about Applejack not accepting help with her friends, but because she thinks she's bothering them. But she offers the help with her help for them, and it's an issue that she doesn't want to accept her help. So if you offer your help to others, you can accept their help back. It's okay to have your friends if you want or if you need help. Sometimes help is required in stressful situations we consider, and also friends are really here to help you also, not just for being a decoration.
Okay, Griffin the Workshop is episode 5 of the season 1. The whole episode is about Gilda, that is an old friend of Rainbow Dash that comes to the city to visit her. So Rainbow Dash introduces her to Pinkie Pie, but Pinkie Pie doesn't seem to trust Gilda because she's a Griffin, and starts to spy her and sees that Gilda is actually being very rude to other ponies. So in that case, Pinkie Pie feels the need to tell Rainbow Dash that her friend is being rude. So in this case, we can see that when you meet your friends, the first thing you seem to do is like to not trust them, to don't feel secure with them, to feel less than them. But the correct thing to do is to just chill, be cool with it, neutral, to not misjudge them also. And well, as a duty, as a friend, is to discover if that friend is taking advantage, being a false friend, or just being rude to that person and that person doesn't notice. So you need as a friend to tell them that, hey, you need to get rid of that toxic friend, like it doesn't help you.
The last episode I found as an example is Amending Fences, and it's about Twilight remembering and visiting her old friends in the city she lived. But one of her friends didn't want to forgive her so easily because she was feeling hurt that Twilight didn't accept or didn't take care of the friendship they had in the past. So here in this episode, we can see that we're gone with old friends. So we all have old friends that we finish that friendship in good or in bad ways. So forgive and ask for forgiveness is good if you didn't end up with good with our friendship. So the security of feeling replaced and exclude yourself from friends that you think they didn't take care of the friendship, it is normal. So in order to avoid that, you have to be respectful with the friendship you have and take care of your friends, and in order that they cannot be hurt from your actions.
Okay, so the songs in this cartoon series are very special because every song has a different meaning, and on every episode, a song is related to that episode lesson. So some of the songs we have here is True Friend, that the whole song is about how a true friend is always there to help a friend. Like, if you're a true friend, you will always help your friend in need. Let the Rainbow Remind You is about that a rainbow is as special as a friendship, so you need to appreciate it, take care of it, because they're unique, they're very special. Smile is about making your friends always smile, always happy, like my partner already said. Make smile, make happy all your friends. If they are sad, if they are in a very bad situation, try to make them happy. Apples to the Core talks about how their bond is so strong, their family bond is so strong, that they will do whatever if they are together. They could travel all the world just by being together. And finally, best friends until the end of times. It highlights that every friend has a special thing that we as a humans are very unique, and if we are friends, it's very special.
So in conclusion, we know that these series are for kids, but teenagers can also watch it. So the good qualities that My Little Pony can give you is to search for good friends and know some of the principal friendships. Also remember special messages, apply the lessons in life, listen to songs if you want, and search a place to be happy and friends that help you grow as a person. Now you can.
Okay, so you have any question you would like to ask? Jimena?
Why do you prefer friendship or family?
Both?
Oh?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, like we both answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so personally I prefer friends because like I already said, we can show them and they are confident, so we can tell them our most personal secrets and they can give us advice. And well, they are there for you all the time that you need them. So that's why I think that I prefer friends over family.
That's so true. And you, Anna?
Well, I chose both because in both I feel secure and with confidence, and I can be myself with both of them.
Any question? Zoe?
How do you find the balance, like you both personally, between old friends and new friends?
Okay, a balance between old friends and new friends. Personally, I like spending both time with old friends and new friends, and finding a balance when I have a party or when I want to go to a restaurant. I usually invite old friends and new friends so they can both know each other and to be with both of them, trying to be with both of them at the same time, even if it's not possible because we have different situations, different problems, but it's nice to be with them because of all the memories you have with them.
Well, with old friends, I don't talk so much, but I think that being aware of them, that they're okay, it's enough for me. And with new friends, I try to make more time with them because it's the moment I enjoy. Other question? Ali?
Do you think that there are some situations in which forgiveness is like not an option, or is it always an option?
a lot of time, you need to learn to forgive them. Like, even if you don't talk to them, even if the friendship is broken, you need to learn to forgive because you can live with being mad with them all your life because it doesn't help you to grow as a person. You need to learn to forgive and forget. So that's why I think even if it takes years, you need to learn to forgive and to move on from that situation.
Well, I think that forgiveness cannot be an action if that person did to your friend or your trust. But like you don't want to lose a friendship, but you need to be aware of what kind of stuff he is or she is into. So if you think it's so negative for you, you can forgive, but later, but you need to go away. Liz?
It is obligatory for adolescents to see this series to know about their values.
Obligatory? No. But it is advised to see it because it teaches so many values and so many situations that you can relate to. So there are like many situations you can take advantage to learn to grow as a person. So it is advised to see it, but obligatory no.
Well, in my opinion, it's not mandatory, but as a teenager, we have in school classes that teach us about principle of friendships, and we can see them in other sites or websites. So, but watching this series can help you remember them and analyze better some episodes of kids. And you can say, oh well, I know that one, and it's very good that little kids can learn that since very little. And us as teenagers, we can remember watching it. So it's not mandatory to watch the series to understand friendship, but it's I recommend it to watch it if you want to always remember it.
And then?
You talked about values, and I was thinking, are there different kinds of friendships and friendships that like have certain values and you appreciate them for that, and other friendships that have like other values? Is that like kind of a thing, or which values are the most important for a friendship?
Okay, so a friendship can teach you like values, like to love, to respect, and other friendship can teach you different values. So it is okay to have both friendships because with every person you can learn more things, like I already said, grow as a person, and both friendships can tell you that no, that's wrong, no, that's right. So you can learn different opinions, different points of views, and well, I personally think that every value is important to grow as a person. Like, you cannot live a value like, oh, I don't care about that value. You need to have all the values.
There are different kind of friendships, we know, and in real life we don't have that friendship that lasts forever, but it does exist. But in all the friendships we as teenagers have, there's some values that honesty, laughter, and kindness, but in some others don't. But we can complement each other and strengthen the relation with the friends. So we have to make friendships having these values to make a good one and a good memorable friendship. If it ends, but if it lasts forever and it keeps strengthening itself, it's important to keep those values in that friendship.
Ceci?
I've heard that a saying that says that you can count your friends with like the 5 fingers of your hand. How do you feel about that? Like, is it true? Or is it
Oh, well, we can have a lot of friends, and we can be confident and be yourself with those friends, but with real and good friends, there are so little that can know you and completely, and you can be just you with them. You don't have to lie, or you can be so honest with them. So yeah, the good friends that you can consider part of you are
Yes, your good friends, like the song True Friends, the true friends can only be counted with your fingers because you only know few friends that know you since long time and that know all what you have been through, all your problems, knows your essence, like what you are. So that's why it is like a true friend can only be counted with the fingers. Even if you have a lot of friends, the true friends that matter can be only counted are few. So you need to really appreciate, take care, and like the song, you should appreciate it like a rainbow because you only know few of them in all your entire life. Like that's why they're very important. So that's what they say means.
Can you give me an example of when have you used these values in your life?
Well, I had a lot of group friendship along my life, so the value that are more important of those friendships were a lot of loves and happiness, also the honesty among our friends, and also being kind and being sincere with them. So I think an example of good friendship value is having just being honest with your friends, and if you have a girlfriend, you have to be honest and be kind to them.
So an example of a true friend is when they teach you values, they help you grow, and they are there with you all the time. If you have problems, if you have a bad time, they can help you be there. They can advise you. They can be there for you, so you don't feel sad. You don't feel alone. So I think it's that a friend will be there for you, even if the world is going to an end. They will be there for you all the time. Even like I already said, the family can be your friend. So even family apply to that context that even if the world is ending, your family, if you have a nice environment with them, if you have a nice connection, a nice relationship with them, they will be there for you all the time as friends, as family, and they will take care of you for every time.
Let's say you have a problem with your friend and you have different opinions or morals over that problem, and as much as you try to solve it or try to come to an agreement, you just can't seem to get like have a solution. So what would you do in that situation? Like, do you ignore it or just like hide the problem, or what would you do?
Well, having friends doesn't mean that they will always share your same opinions or have the same thoughts as you. They can have common thoughts and all that, but there will be situations that friends, that opinions will not be the same and arguments are made. So you sometimes want to agree with them, but you can't, and it's okay. It's normal. It's mature to know that they have different opinions, and it's okay. You don't have to just fight with that, and you can live with that. So,
Okay, so with having a different argument, a different opinion about something, even if it's your friend, you need to accept that you cannot change everyone's mind. You cannot change their opinion about that thing. So you need to understand why they think that, and you can think other things. So you can't dispose of that friendship just for that. So you need to like live with it. Like you have history with that friend, and even if you don't say the same opinion of a topic, you need to accept them and love them. That's why you are a friend with them. So you just need to accept that you don't have the same opinion, even if you're mad or something. You need to accept it and move on.